Foodie gang, 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 gang. Foodie gang, 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 gang. Foodie gang, 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 gang.
Foodie gang, gang, gang.
Food gang, gang, gang.
Foodie gang, 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 gang. Foodie gang, 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 gang. Foodie gang, 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 gang.
Foodie gang, gang, gang.
Food gang, gang, gang.
Foodie gang, gang, gang.
Food gang, gang, gang. Food gang, gang, gang.
Hey, foodie gang, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank, Season 2, Episode 13. So if you missed any episodes of Season 2, be sure to go back and check them out so you know exactly who we talking about and what we are talking about. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to support this channel and keep the stove on. Y'all know what to do, foodie gang. Money sign Chef Big Bank. Share this live stream with your friends. Also, follow me on all my social media platforms listed down below. I also make children's content. Ava's Playtime. Please go and subscribe to that. And also join my group on Facebook at Chefbigbank Foodie Gang fan page and shop the Foodie Gang store. I got the 907 t-shirt on. So y'all go ahead and shop the Foodie Gang store. Get y'all merch on. Today we are going to be talking about deadly coconuts. But before, I don't know why I was singing that, because it's not okay if it's deadly. Should not be singing it. I'm just so excited to see you guys, Foodie Gang. It has been a busy day. I was going to go live earlier this morning, but some things came up. I had to move y'all around. But Foodie Gang, I made sure that I still made time for y'all. Now let's give a shout out to the Foodie Gang that's been here, or that was here early. We got Dr. Frizzle Frost, a warrior spirit. He said 907 good eats. Always coming through the door early. Make sure you guys subscribe to Dr. Frizzle. Friday is coming up. Friday night is movie reviews with Randy. So y'all go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel and get ready for Friday. Also, I want to show you guys the 907 Good Eats mug. I'm telling y'all. Whatever I put in here, it tastes better. And I'm not just saying that because it says 907 Good Eats. I'm being for real. Being for real, y'all, it's good. So definitely shop the Foodie Gang store. Get your mug, get your t-shirt. Get it while you can. Okay. So before we get into the deadly coconuts, I am going to go over the channel disclaimer with you guys, because y'all know they be out here trying to get people. So we got to do the disclaimer. Then I'm going to show you guys my group, my fan page, and I'm going to go over the National Foodie Gang Pasta Contest. I'm going to go over that because right now we got open enrollment and we're running it for 2 weeks. So I'm going to go over that with you guys. But before I get into that, we're going to get into the channel disclaimer. At any point in time in this stream, my mic sounds weird. The audio sounds weird. You hear echo. Let me know in the comments, Foodie Gang. You know, because if y'all been watching with me since day one, since season one, you know that in the end of season one, I was gifted a mic. So I have been trying to figure this thing out. So let me know if it sounds weird. I think it's been sounding kind of good these last couple episodes. I really like it. Okay. Let me sip some of my coffee. It's so good. So I got a French roast coffee with hazelnut creamer in there and a little bit of honey. And y'all, let me tell y'all, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the mug, the 907, the coffee, how they roasted. I don't know, but it is hitting. Y'all got to get y'all 907 Good Eats mugs. Okay, here's a disclaimer. Welcome to 907 Good Eats Kitchen Talk with Chefbigbank. Please note that the information provided on our channel, including commentary and discussions, is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Comments and opinions expressed are those of the individuals and not those of 907 Good Eats. While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, we cannot guarantee its completeness, reliability, or accuracy. The use of the information provided on this channel is strictly at your own risk. We do not claim ownership of any third-party content featured on our channel. All third-party content is the intellectual property of the respective owners, and we respect their rights. Viewer description is advised for all content. Now that we got that out the way, Foodie Gang. Now that we got that out the way, Foodie Gang, I'm going to share my screen with you guys and show you guys my fan page on Facebook. And we're going to go over the pasta competition and the rules for the pasta competition. And I'm going to show y'all what we cooked up today on the fan page. So how is everyone's day going? What did everybody eat today? I'll go first. Okay, so I have my coffee, the same coffee I'm drinking now. I had one earlier. I made a breakfast burrito for breakfast. I put turkey, eggs, cheddar cheese, sour cream, spinach, and onions. It was delicious. It was really, really good. And we have It Is What It Is TV. He said 907 goodies. How you doing? Doing good, doing good. I just started my live stream. Y'all, it's been pretty quiet in the streets today. I just started my live stream, Hassan, and I'm about to go over the pasta competition and the fan page and show y'all what it's looking like. So yeah, I had a breakfast burrito for lunch. For breakfast. That doesn't even make sense. I had a breakfast burrito for breakfast, and then I didn't really eat lunch, and I did dinner. I ate leftovers from Memorial Day. It was delicious. And so y'all make sure y'all subscribe to It Is What It Is TV and Dr. Frizzle Frost. So this is the fan page on Facebook, and we are at 743 members. We're on our road to 1K. So join the fan page, join the group, and so that you can help us reach our goal of 1K. We also have the National Foodie Gang Pasta Contest just opened up, and your entries can be submitted between May 27th and June 10th, which is about a 2-week window. Submit a picture of pasta you cook in a brief description. Brief description meaning, tell us what we're looking at. Just tell us what we're looking at, so we are aware of what is going on in the picture. Recipe not required, but welcome. Everyone is not skilled to write recipes, so I did not want to make this a recipe required competition or food contest, but there will be food contests in the future that I'm sure will have recipes. Some will not, so y'all just stay tuned. So yes, this is the National Foodie Gang Pasta Contest. This is also the fan page. Make sure y'all join. And here's just some posts from today. Ooh, that's looking good. And y'all know Memorial Day just passed, so everybody eating burgers. Okay, so that yellow stuff, that's yolk. That looks like he put an egg on top of the burger. Have you guys ever had a burger with a runny egg on it? It actually is very, very good. It is good. And so let's see what else we got. Okay, make some cornbread, it looks like. Ooh, what is this? I wonder what that is. Oh, he's making a Big Mac. Why does it look like that? Oh, he just made Big Mac tacos. I never would have thought of that. Okay, there's a Big Mac sauce, Thousand Island. He got the beef that he smashed out, the taco. He put the lettuce on there with a Thousand Island. That is so smart. I never would have thought to do all that. Ooh, is that pasta? That looks delicious. That looks delicious. Okay, so what's for dinner, Foodie Gang? Comment below and let me know. I had leftovers. What are you guys planning to eat for dinner? Comment down below and let me know. Eggs and spam sandwich. Do y'all remember spam? I had just saw something on YouTube talking about spam. And y'all, I got spam horror stories. I don't even know if I want to even do an episode on spam. We might do one because spam's a hot commodity, but I haven't had spam in years. In years. Ooh, fruit pizza. That sounds delicious. Okay, what I wanted to show you guys, let me just keep scrolling. See, there is so many posts that get posted in the group. What I'm going to show you guys is the rules for the instructions for the pasta competition. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I click that. Okay, how to submit entries to the pasta contest. And then Hassan also dropped his link in the chat for It Is What It Is TV. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to that. Dr. Frizzlefrost said, I may eat some pizza and tots when I get off. Ooh, I went to Walmart today and I got this like pizza. I'm gonna bake it tomorrow. It's like this gigantic pizza. It looks delicious. Mine, the kiddos like pizza and stuff like that. Okay, so we have the how to submit entries to the pasta contest. I made this flyer because I noticed that a lot of people were confused on how to submit entries to the pasta contest. Even though I made a live stream, everyone may not have time to watch the live stream. It's like, I think 2 hours long. So I made this of course, it's just shorter. How to submit entries to the pasta contest. Go for mobile or PC, go to Chefbigbank Foodie Gang fan page on Facebook. Join the group. Select media or albums. Select National Foodie Gang Pasta Contest photo album. There is a specific photo album that has been created just for this contest. And upload your photo of pasta to the album and add a brief description. Recipe not required, but welcome. And we have Elevated Mind Healer coming through the door. She said, peace and love, everyone. She said, please like the video, a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. And we got Randy coming through the door. Randy, you running late today. What's going on, baby? You had a hard day? They got you working hard at work? If y'all don't know, Randy usually is the first person here. She get here before I get here. So Elevate and Randy, let me know what y'all ate today. I had a breakfast burrito for breakfast. And then for dinner, I ate some Memorial Day leftovers. And if y'all saw my picture of my Memorial Day food, it was going down. Okay, so these are the instructions for mobile and PC. Mobile users only. If you are using your phone, you can upload your photo of pasta as a group post. So when you go to the group, you can just upload your picture as a post. Then you select the photo album, which is going to be the National Foodie Gang Pasta Contest photo album. And add a brief description. Tell us what we're looking at. And, explain in short words. You explain what we're looking at. You don't have to add a recipe, but you can if you want. Then you're going to select post. After you post your entry into the group, it has to be approved by an admin or moderator before it is available for you and the rest of the group to see. The reason why every post has to be approved is so that we can make sure every post is food related and we are protecting ourselves against spam and against unwanted content. Now, if y'all only on the internet, y'all know what I'm talking about. Randy said technical difficulties. Oh, I hate when that happens. Randy said I had a grilled sandwich and soup from Chick-fil-A. I've never had soup from Chick-fil-A. I didn't even really know that they even made soup there. What type of soup do they have at Chick-fil-A, Randy? So yes, every post has to be approved. So before your pasta entry will be available to you and the rest of the group, it has to be approved. So if you don't see it immediately, don't worry. Don't worry. And like I said, we are now open for pasta entries. And yes, y'all, this is my Memorial Day food. So I had some leftovers today. And yes, y'all, so that's the group in a nutshell. I'm going to stop the screen share. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share this with your friends. Every Wednesday at 9 a.m. I'm dropping new content. So I dropped some new content today. Y'all make sure y'all go check it out. And I'm going live randomly, so make sure you turn on the notification bell. As always, to support this channel and keep the stove on, it's going to be money sign Chefbigbank on Cash App. All right. So we went over everything. We went over the disclaimer, the National Foodie Gang Pasta Contest. We did our little housekeeping. We did our shout outs. Now we are approaching the 30-minute mark. And we are finally ready, Foodie Gang, to get into the content, to get into the reason why we are here today, which is to learn about deadly coconuts. And ask yourselves, how can coconuts be deadly? There is honestly a couple of reasons. And this first video I'm going to play for you guys, Foodie Gang, is going to get us kind of introduced to coconut farming, to all of that. So, y'all bear with me. And y'all, I don't know how I be learning about all this random stuff, but I do. It's like all this random stuff, but one day I'm going to need it. Randy said, how many times can I curse? Okay, so yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, Randy, because you reminded me. I dropped the link. If anybody wants to come up, you're welcome to come up. I love it when the foodie gang comes up and talks to me because this is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. If I don't have nobody to talk to, I'm going to be up here rambling. So I like it when you guys come up. I'm going to ask that you try your best. You try your best not to curse. Now, if you say a word or two, I'm not tripping. But if you say a lot, we're going to have to talk. And I want to say that I know it's hard for some of you guys, but y'all, the foodie game members that have come up so far have been doing a great job. So Randy said, how many times can I cuss? Randy, we're going to give you 2. We're going to give you 2 just because we want to keep it respectful. We want to keep it respectful, y'all. But let me, yeah, so if anybody wants to come up, the link is in the chat. I believe it's pinned to the top of the chat. Yes, it is. And if y'all don't come up, that's fine. Just go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know that you watching. Oh, okay. So I forgot. I'm going to show you guys this video. Someone gifted me a drinking coconut, and I had never seen it before. And so I got the coconut and I drank it. Right? So I'm going to play that video for you guys first. Okay, so can y'all see the coconut? Okay, so someone gave me this coconut. And I was like, this is so weird, but it was like a drinking coconut. Okay, so this was our first time doing this, and after using 3 different knives, we have opened the coconut and we got some water, Ava. What does it taste like?
It tastes like coconut with regular water. That's what it tastes like.
What would you rate it?
I think a 9.4.
Okay, I think I would give it a 9.2. But this is really good, you guys. If you guys ever see this in the store, I recommend that you get this and try it. I've never seen these before, but it was amazing. Would you drink this, foodie gang? And do y'all like coconut water? Okay, so in that video, I stated that if you guys see this in the store, I recommend that you guys get it. I'm going to have to take that statement back because honestly, after I did the research and I looked into coconuts, I'm not getting these drinking coconuts no more. And it's not because the coconut was nasty. It actually was really good. And I have one more in the fridge. But after what I learned today, I'm scared. So, this is the first video. I'm going to walk y'all through why I'm taking that statement back. But bear with me, and if you're here at the end of the show, you are going to learn why I'm taking my statement back. And so, yes, it was a good coconut. It was really hard to open. It was really hard to open. Like, I wasn't ready, y'all. I was not ready. And so, yes, the coconut was good. I don't have no complaints. But then I did this coconut live and I went and looked up coconuts. And now I'm scared. Okay. Y'all know I'm kind of new, so I'm going to hit these buttons and we're going to see. Okay, can y'all see what I'm looking at? So they use this thing to cut the coconuts. And this video is going to explain to us how coconut farming can, how coconut farming can be risky. And, if you guys were here during the avocado wars where we talked about avocados, the avocado trade too, that trade is really hard to come by and really hard to make it into. And with these popular foods, they have to come from somewhere. And many times that unfortunately a lot of exploitation, a lot of crime happens. These people risk their lives to make sure that our superfood or our obsessions are able to be met with the high demands. And so sometimes that can make it kind of, not so great going up the supply chain. But let me play this video and y'all tell me what y'all think.
This factory in Sri Lanka produces more than 30,000 metric tons of coconut a year. But almost none of it stays in the country. It's exported to Europe, the US, and Canada. The demand for coconut products has exploded in recent decades, with companies touting it as a superfood. US consumption of coconut oil has spiked nearly 30% since 2018. This company, Navik Mills, didn't even exist until 5 years ago. Today, it's one of the largest coconut processors in the country, making about $40 million a year selling coconut oil, cream, water, and milk. But feeding the globe's coconut obsession can be dangerous. Farmers like Shihan Madhushanka climb 80-foot trees with their bare hands and feet to harvest the fruit one by one. In the factory, workers brave spinning saw.
Now, let me tell y'all, Foodie Gang, I am terrified of heights. And there is no way I'm climbing. I think it says 6 feet, 8 feet, something, but I'm not climbing that. And with the coconut tree, it's not like a regular tree. It's all like kind of like smooth. So it's like, that's crazy that they have to climb the trees to get the coconuts.
Saws to shell thousands of coconuts a day. All because of the West's insatiable thirst for natural coconut products. But are their health benefits overhyped?
I don't think a superfood tag should be attached to any food because I think what it does is create consumer confusion.
We head to Sri Lanka to see how far producers are going to satisfy the globe's coconut craving. Coconuts have been a staple food in Sri Lanka for millennia. Today, it's one of the biggest producers in the world, growing roughly 2.5 million metric tons a year. But farmers face challenges to keep up with this pace. For one, trees take a while to grow, sometimes more than 6 years before they produce any coconuts. They can live up to a century, growing fruit every month and a half during their lifetime. To make sure they're constantly harvesting ripe fruit, farmers manage massive forests in rotation. Harvesting a new area every day means farmers can also inspect the palms for any pest infestation. White flies and Asian rhinoceros beetles are coconut palms' biggest enemies.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I never knew about them big old bugs on coconut trees. Ooh, he's got a crawling in his hand. That's the coconut beetle. Comes and bites the tree then the trees are destroyed. Dang, so he must have like a type of venom in his bite or something. That's unfortunate if the tree gets destroyed because you spent 6 years into waiting for it to grow and produce coconuts. And the tree takes 6 years to grow. Every 1.5 months or 1.5 months, coconuts come down. So that could be a lot of money on the line. So they got to do all they can to protect these trees.
These giant beetles burrow into the core and eat the nutrients. If a tree is too far gone, farmers have to burn and remove it to prevent the beetles from spreading.
Did y'all see that? Ugh, what was that? Was that like the little cocoons for the beetles? Yeah, that beetle is humongous. Oh man.
Farmers carry their picking tools as they head out to harvest. That stick is one way to reach the coconuts without putting anyone at risk. But often, the only way to get the fruit is to climb. Shahan started scaling palms 4 years ago. With only his hands and feet, he shimmies up the tree. It takes him only 2 to 3 minutes to reach the top. Now,
that is crazy. And you know, if he falls and gets hurt, they are not going to care. Dr. Frizzle said, no, get rid of the beetles. Dang. Y'all see how high he was climbing up? Dang, imagine if you fall from that. You know your back's gonna be broke. Like this. There's just no way. There's no way. Rain said, wow. Y'all, I tell you, when you go to the store and you get a coconut product, and you get an avocado or you get a banana, I'm telling y'all, a lot has to go into those products before they even get to the store. We're talking about the farming. But y'all see how this man had to climb this tree? I wonder how much he's getting paid. How much money do you need to climb a tree to risk your life? But let's get back into it and let's see what they say. They said now he's 80 feet up with no rope to protect him. And this is one tree. They got a whole farm of coconut trees. Randy said, I always wanted to climb. We'll go to Sri Lanka and climb the coconut trees with him. You got to be about that life. And you know, look, I'm too scared for this whole adventure. I'm not made for it. I'm quitting my job because I know I can't do it.
He's 80 feet up with no rope to protect him. Shahan says he's never fallen, but a fall from this height could be deadly. He knows which coconuts are ready when he hears water sloshing around inside. He'll repeat this daunting climb on dozens of trees today.
Wow, Foodie Gang. And then they got to get up there and check the coconuts before they even knock it down? I just assumed all the coconuts were coming at the same time. So you got to get up there and shake the coconut and see if it has water to know if it's ripe. And then if it's ripe, you shake it so it can fall to the ground. And if anybody is standing on the ground with coconuts dropping out of the tree, y'all know what's going to happen to them. I mean, this is just dangerous all the way around. I wonder if they know anybody that ever fell and became like paralyzed or something like that. But let's get back into the video. Let's see what else they gotta say.
Day. One tree yields up to 80 coconuts a year. Farmers gather them up for sorting and drying. The drier the coconut, the easier it is to peel off the inedible outer husk. Farmers earn under $5 a day, which is less than the average salary in the country.
$5? $5? And you risking your life climbing up in trees where you could fall and break your back or get knocked out by a coconut? $5, y'all. Okay, in season 1, I also went over the chocolate industry and I talked about the whole chocolate industry, how the farmers were not making no money, they was getting exploited. It's unfortunate. The chocolate industry, the avocado industry, now the coconut industry. I mean, these people are just not making any money. And it's so crazy because coconut isn't everything. Oil, water, beauty products, all over the food aisles. And they're getting $5 a day. It's crazy. It's crazy and it's really sad. I think that's like, I want to say that's like what, $30 a month? Am I right, Pootie? Ain't my math right? No, it's like $60 a month. Something like that. Man, dang right, $5. Damn.
To bridge the gap, Navik Mills told us it covers the school fees for the farmers' children. They load the coconuts on trucks bound for Navik Mills' factory just up the road. This is the second sorting stage. Imports for coconut oil have surged across the West. So to keep pace, the company introduced these saws. They doubled the speed at which they could remove the fibrous coconut shells.
මැෂින් එකෙන් අතින් කපනවා නම් පැයකට 200 250ක් විතර. මැෂින් එකෙන් කපනවා නම් 400 450 අතර වගේ කපන්න පුළුවන්.
But workers have to be careful. Flying pieces of coconut shells have nicked workers' eyes before.
අපිට අනිවාර්යෙන් hand gloves අනිවාර්යෙන් දීලා තියෙනවා. goggles අනිවාර්යෙන් පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඕන. boots දාන්න ඕන. එතකොට මේ apron එක අඳින්න ඕන.
In the main room, workers still peel the coconuts by hand.
මැෂින් වලට වැඩි අපි ඉක්ම වැඩි. සතිවල අපි 80000ක් වගේ කපන දවසුත් තියෙනවා.
But peeling knives are no less dangerous.
දැන් අපි මෙහෙම පොල් ගෙඩිය මේ පැත්තෙන් ආවහම අරගෙන මෙහෙම මේ තියෙන පෙයාරින් පිහිය. ඊට පස්සේ මේකෙන් මෙහෙම මේ අතත් පරිස්සම් කරගෙන මොකද ග්ලව්ස් නැහැනේ මොකද.
Ashoka Kumari peels about 2,500 coconuts in a shift.
ඒ ඉක්මනට රහින්නේ අපිට පඩි හදන්නේ අපි රහින ගෙඩි ගන්නට. එතකොට අපි හදන්නේ අපේ පඩිය වැඩි කරගන්න.
Making less than 1 cent a coconut, Ashoka usually walks away with just under $10 a day. Just like farmers, it's less than an average salary in Sri Lanka.
Dang, $10 a day? That's scandalous. And I know that their hands got to be like peeling and messed up from all that they're doing. They ruin everything. Man. Randy said they got skills, but they are overworked and underpaid. And it's like, what do you do when all the jobs don't pay good? And then you spend your whole day doing this. So you can't even go nowhere else and hustle. This is it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, this make you, really appreciative of where we do live and what's going on. And it makes you, take a deeper look into, the jobs that we have in America and the amount of complaining that goes on. It's like, man, these people don't have a choice. Ain't nobody paying right. So what are they gonna do?
A team of inspectors comes through to check the quality. If they see any impurities, they'll pull those bad coconuts out. Meanwhile, another peeler slices open the fruit and dumps out the water. From this point on, machines will do the bulk of the work. Because of their high fat content, peeled coconuts spoil fast, so the company has to process them quickly.
Only 12 hours we can keep it. Otherwise, we have to waste the product.
The company produces over a dozen coconut products, from ice cream and water to desiccated coconut and curry-infused milks. But oil and regular coconut milk are the company's best sellers. These machines press virgin coconut oil out of chunks and pump it into glass bottles. This line is making milk. Machines grate the meat into small flakes, extract the milk, and dispense it into cans. At this point, workers hop back into the process to
One thing I will say, Foodie Gang, is it's amazing how they have created all these different products out of coconuts. Randy said, I did not know they had a lot of fat. Yes, they do. Coconuts have a lot of fat in them, and that's why you see that they are used for oil a lot because of the high fat content. I think he said, I think he said it was in the actual meat, I think he said. But yes, they have a lot of fat, and that's why they're used. That's why you see coconut oil a lot because but see, even though they have a lot of fat in the coconut oil and stuff like that, and the coconuts, it's a healthier fat than say something that was fried. So it's a healthier fat. Dr. Fritzl said that's a huge process of work. Yes, but because they are not paying these workers properly and they're underpaid and overworked, when this company turns around and sells the products to the US or to the UK or anywhere abroad, they're going to make a big profit because they have cut costs. They have cut costs on the supply chain. So anything that they sell it for, it's going to be easier for them to make a profit because they have to pay so little to produce it. Rainy said, I like coconut lotion. I like coconut products and I like the way it smells and I like coconut products, but after watching this video and learning everything I learned about coconuts, I do feel like I'm going to think about it, the next time I go get coconut products. But let's get back into the video, and they are putting coconut milk into the cans. Foodie Gang, have you guys ever had coconut milk or coconut water? The coconut milk is good to make curries and sauces out of. That's what they use coconut milk in a lot of times is curry.
inspect the sealed cans and move the racks into sterilizing machines. In Sri Lanka, coconut palms are known as the tree of life. They can feed a family of 5 for a century. And they're so important, it's illegal to cut one down before it matures. Coconuts make up roughly 15% of the calories Sri Lankans consume and earn the country over $800 million every year. The story of coconuts in Sri Lanka goes back thousands of years.
Did y'all hear that? Said $800 million a year. They make so much money off of coconuts that they have written into law that it is illegal to cut down a coconut tree before it matures. I mean, there's a lot of, agricultural laws, but wow. They said it's illegal. I wonder what they're going to punish them with if they do cut the tree down. But you know one thing, if you go to cut one of them trees down or vandalize the coconut, you know the farmers are going to team up and protect them coconuts, because that is a way of life for them. And even though we see what they earn as a little bit of money, it could be a lot of money to them. So they're not going to let anybody come and start cutting down coconut trees.
It's said they originate from the Western Pacific, but floated to the Pacific Islands in India on ocean currents. People here long cherish coconuts because one fruit packs so much power. It has water, fiber to make rope, calorie-rich meat, oil, and a hard shell ideal for crafts. It also had religious importance and was presented as an offering to Hindu gods. In the 16th century, merchants brought coconuts to the global stage. Spanish and Portuguese explorers coined the term coconut from their slang word for head because of the fruit's resemblance to a face. They spread the fruit across Africa and South America. In the early 1900s, bakers in the US and the UK started using desiccated coconut in their sweets. In the 2010s, Western countries co-opted coconuts as the newest superfood.
Health gurus and wellness experts are looking beyond traditional American foods for things that are nutrient dense.
Companies and wellness influencers claimed the fruit could improve bone health and blood sugar, promote weight loss, and help slow Alzheimer's thanks to its antioxidants.
Yeah, folks are so into it because there's some big health claim attached to it.
And manufacturers were quick to capitalize. Soon, coconut products weighed down shelves in health food stores across the US and Europe. Its water replaced Gatorade as a post-workout drink, and its pulp was turned into healthy ice cream.
So Randy asks, which coconut tastes the best? You know what, Randy, that is a great question. And the coconuts that I'm used to seeing have like the brown, like fur looking coat on the outside. These coconuts are green. So I don't think that I've ever had a green coconut that I know of, but that may be a good live stream for us to look into, is a different type of coconuts. Most of the coconuts are grown in the tropics. So places like, South America, India, places that are warmer can grow coconuts. So I'm not sure about the different varieties, but they must have a lot. And so now it makes me wonder which coconut, produces the oil, or which coconut produces like the hygiene products. They probably got all that set up too. So Randy, I don't know. I'm not sure which coconut tastes the best. Randy said my mama used to make coconut cake and pie. That sounds good. Randy also said I call people with funny shaped heads coconut head. Now, Randy, be nice. Be on your best behavior. So they're making coconut ice cream. I think I may have tried coconut ice cream maybe like once, or there's this I cannot pronounce the name of the brand, but there's these popsicles that they make at Costco that are like coconut, mango flavored, and they have another flavor, and they are delicious. They are delicious, y'all. Elevated Mind Healer said, I like coconut water. It's really healthy for you 100%. And yes, and speaking of what Elevated said about being healthy for you, because studies came out and were saying that coconut was healthy, it made the demand go up. And so the supply had increased as well. And in the beginning of this video, the narrator mentioned that 5 years ago, this company did not exist. And now they produce a ton of coconuts. So that just shows you guys the rise in demand. Randy said, yuck. Coconut ice cream, but Randy, it's good. It's so good. Coconut is really good. And like I said, it has that fat in it. So it's just like the perfect ice cream. Y'all, if you're foodie gang, I'm gonna need y'all to open y'all palates. Okay. I'm gonna need y'all to try different stuff. Cause I be up here talking about stuff and y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. Coconut ice cream is good. I recommend y'all try some.
And coconut oil became a popular swap for other cooking oils because it has no cholesterol. But nutritionists say the promises the coconut craze was built upon aren't so straightforward.
So now all of a sudden it means that coconut oil has some magical power, therefore we must all use it. When that's not actually the case because we don't have the research. It's interesting when you look at food databases, it's usually foods that everybody's familiar with. Foods that are outside of the quote unquote dominant norm are often not as well researched.
Coconut water does have lots of electrolytes and can be a natural replacement for sports drinks.
It makes sense. All of the places that coconuts grow are tropical climates. It's hot, people sweat a lot, so it's naturally, hydrating for those folks.
But when it's over-processed or packed full of sugar, that benefit goes away. And coconut oil is also really fatty. 87% saturated fat to be exact, much higher than butter. And it has more calories too. In 2017, the American Heart Association issued an advisory on saturated fats, warning coconut oil could increase bad cholesterol and cause cardiovascular events.
Yeah, if you're eating large amounts of coconut oil out of the blue, your body will let you know that it may or may not like it.
But Maya said that doesn't mean coconut oil has to be villainized.
There are some nutrients in coconuts that are really beneficial. You're going to get some vitamin C, some potassium, some fiber.
Remember, it has been used in cuisines around the world for thousands of years. It's just a matter of how you eat it.
What I would rather is that people are varying their oils, and if the cooking application warrants coconut oil, that they use it. I think it's completely fine to eat them. If it's culturally relevant, go for it. Even if it's not and you want to try it, go for it. What I do say to people is don't expect a miracle cure from it.
But all this health confusion hasn't stopped consumers from gulping down coconuts, allowing Sri Lanka to take its business well beyond its shores. While the country still eats roughly 75% of its own coconut production, big companies like this one have popped up solely to export the product. In just 5 years, Navik Mills has become one of the biggest coconut processors in Sri Lanka. Altogether, Navik Mills processes 30,000 metric tons of coconuts, and 95% of it ends up abroad, mostly in European and North American countries. And the company has gone to incredible lengths to keep up with surging demand. It had to plant 20,000 more trees and hire dozens of new workers.
Rebuilt a new plant, so expanding production line and fixing new machine.
But coconut farmers aren't the only superfood producers feeling this squeeze.
Foods that originate outside of the US, there was a massive peak in interest in the last 10 to 15 years. There was a
And that kind of goes along with what the narrator said, how the coconut company popped up and now produces a lot of coconuts. Randy said, I guess I will try some coconut water. It is an acquired taste. It tastes like you're drinking water with a hint of coconut. You have to kind of get used to it. When I first drank it, I was kind of thinking something else. But it is good. Coconut water is very good. And Randy said, do you cook in coconut oil? I have not used coconut oil in probably like a year or so. But at one point in time, I was using coconut oil. And honestly, after I watch this video, I might go give me some. One point in time, I was cooking with coconut oil. And you can use it the same way you use any other oil. It does give your food a slight coconut taste. So just be prepared for that. But also I will say this, foodie gang, my palate, I'm a good taste tester. So if there's even a little bit of an ingredient in there, I'll taste it. So you guys probably won't even taste no coconut. But me, I be like inspecting it, like everything I eat. So but yes, coconut oil is good. Have you guys ever, sometimes like they even make coconut oil that you can put in your hair. And so they use, you can like pretty much eat coconut, you can drink it, and you can put it on your body. Because they make oil that you can put in your hair, and they make oil that you can put on your body. So, like she said, there's been a high demand for coconut. But one thing I will say is this: the coconut oil that's used for your hair versus the one that you eat, they are graded and like they're graded differently. So the food one is food grade. The one for your scalp, you may not be able to consume that one or eat that one. So make sure that you read the label, foodie gang. Don't be trying to say, I read the disclaimer to y'all. So yes, coconut that you put in your hair and that you eat is different. Food grade means it's safe to eat. That would be the difference in the one you use for your hair and the one that you eat. The one that you eat is food grade. Ooh, that sounds good, Randy. Can you make us some shrimp fried on coconut oil? That sounds good. You have you guys ever had like coconut shrimp? It's so what it is I haven't had it in a long time, but I believe the shrimp is battered in coconut flakes and then you fry it. But don't quote me on that. I'm gonna have to look into that. And Randy, I think I'm gonna be able to do that. I got some shrimp in my freezer. I'm about to go grocery shopping. And I think the coconut shrimp sound good. Randy said, I've used coconut oil in my hair. Yes, I like using coconut oil. And then they even have some where you can like put it on your body as well. I like coconut. Let's get back into the video and let's see what else you got to say.
Time when that was not a thing.
In the Brazilian Amazon, farmers risk their lives to scale thin trees for acai. The berries have been a staple food here for centuries, but in the last decade, they've gained global fame, praised for their antioxidants and blended into a valuable frozen pulp. While an acai smoothie bowl can go for $15 in New York City, Brazilian farmers make as little as 20 cents a pound for the raw berries. In Peru, producers of quinoa have nearly tripled production to keep up with.
Have y'all heard of acai? Now, okay, it's spelled Acai, and I always used to say acai, but it's acai. Have you guys ever had that or heard of it or seen it? And also, they are talking about quinoa. And if you remember, I made a recipe using quinoa, and it was really good.
with demand from consumers in the US and Europe. Soon, French and British farmers started growing quinoa themselves to grab a share of the profit. They flooded the market with too much supply and sent Peruvian prices plunging in 2015. In
Ooh, I think they're going to talk about the avocados. Okay, so the quinoa, we are probably going to have to get into that on another live and take a deep dive into quinoa. I was going to click off of this video, but they're talking about the avocados, which I went over with you guys in season 1. And it's how the cartel corrupted the avocado industry. So y'all gonna make sure y'all check out that live stream. And I'm gonna play the rest of this video now and see what they got to say about the avocado trade.
Mexico, avocado farmers have formed vigilante groups to fight off cartels gunning for their valuable crops. Avocado prices jumped 129% in a decade when it became a favorite for millennials.
I'm always wary of the next miracle food.
Because just like coconut, nutritionists are split on if these superfoods are actually as powerful as the marketing suggests.
There is a particular way that we talk about wellness in the US, and it's really from this Anglo-American, Anglo-European perspective. And we don't know how to quantify or categorize things that fit outside of dominant wellness culture.
What's left out is the historical and cultural context of superfoods and the acknowledgement of the people left to bear the brunt of our health food obsessions.
On the other end of every single thing that we put into our mouth is someone who's worked tirelessly to get it there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The things that we do consume on a daily basis, like she said, somebody has worked tirelessly to get it to us, and we don't see a lot of that because we are the consumers. So the live stream is how the cartel corrupted the avocado industry on 907 Goodies. Kitchen Talk with Chefbigbank Season 1. Season 1, episode 36. So y'all make sure that y'all go and check out that episode and get yourself all up to speed to everything we're talking about. So yes, y'all, that is the link for the video. So check it out. Get up to speed. And so yeah, let's just kind of summarize what we all saw. That man was climbing that big old tree. Look at him. For what did they say? $5 a day? He out here climbing coconut trees. Oh man. I have some more videos that are lined up for us, Foodie Gang. And make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. To support this channel, keep the stove on, hit the Cash App and money sign Chefbigbank. We are going to go to a commercial. After the commercial, I will play the rest of the videos. We are not done talking. This is Kitchen Talk with Chefbigbank. And I will see y'all in a second.
Gang, gang, gang.
Hey, welcome back, Foodie Gang. This is Kitchen Talk with Chefbigbank, Season 2, Episode 13? Is it 13? Are we on 13 already, Foodie Gang? We have just been chugging along this season. Yes, Season 2, Episode 13. We have just been chugging along. If you have missed any episodes, be sure to go back and check them out so you know exactly who we are talking about and what we are talking about. As always, you can support the channel and keep the stove on at # Chef Big Bank. Follow me on all my social media platforms listed down below. Okay, so before we left, I showed you guys the video. I showed you guys the coconut I got from the store, and we talked about how the coconut farmers were not being paid a fair wage. They were risking their lives, and they were producing a ton of different coconut products. I have some more videos to go through with you guys, and also I have dropped the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up. So let's get into the videos without further ado. I don't know if we can. That thing looks sharp. That thing looks sharp. I'll be scared. Okay, so it looks like what they're doing is taking the outside shell off and leaving the inside pulp. But see, Randy, I think that this is a different variety of coconut as well, because these look weird. So let's go ahead and play that one more time. Let's look at it some more and see if we missed anything. So if you guys notice, Foodie Gang, instead of them climbing the 8-foot trees, 6-foot or 8-foot trees, they are using the stick to knock the coconuts down. But do you remember what the guy said when he said that he has to check the coconuts to make sure they're full of water to see if they're ripe? How can you check the coconuts here? But y'all, that's a lot of arm strength, and that knife was sharp on that coconut. Or what they were using to clean the coconuts was sharp. But you know what I think is weird? When they're cutting these coconuts, there's no water coming out. And it's like, what? You know? I can't tell if they're just cutting the outside off and the watermelon is still intact. And maybe that's why the water is not coming out. Oh. Yeah, so they're cutting the outside and they're keeping the middle intact. They're doing it so fast, I barely even caught it. But there was a little piece that he kept. See if I can go back. That right there. So that's the middle piece. I wonder what type of coconuts these are. There you have it, man. There you have it, Foodie Gang. Man, if you have a bad day and accidentally cut yourself on that, it's all bad. It's all bad. You got to go to the hospital. I got one more video of the farm, and then the next video is going to be talking about coconut water.
To the coconut plantation to continue learning what they are doing here. Hello, hello. Kamusta ka?
Okay lang.
Okay lang. Aber this is a sharp knife, and then they peel the coconut here. We saw how he removed the shell, and then what's left is the core. This is the core splitted into many small pieces. Just a few seconds, and he removed everything perfectly. Wow. Oh my god, this is difficult. How can he do this so quick? Oh, this is more complicated than it looks.
Yeah, from the bottom, like that. Oh.
Oh, check it
that's a big
out.
one.
Here we go.
Kapag na.
Ah, only took me a few minutes, and he did probably 50 pieces in that time.
1,000 pieces of this.
Yeah.
350 pesos.
So you can, in theory, sell the juice from the coconut, you can sell the meat from the coconut. And actually I would like to buy something for the workers in the field. Let's get one of these. Okay, one big Royal, Fanta, Sprite. Okay, we're leaving everything here.
Bye.
Enjoy, bye bye.
You see all that coconut that they were peeling? What I don't get is that it kind of just looks like it's all in one big pile. So I guess they go back through the pile and they separate all the white pieces from the brown pieces. And I think they said that they get $3.50 a day. Let's go ahead and play that video one more time and see if we missed anything.
To the coconut plantation to continue learning what they are doing here. Hello, hello. Kamusta ka?
Okay lang.
Okay lang. Aber this is a sharp knife, and then they peel the coconut here. We saw how he removed the shell, and then what's left is the core. This is the core splitted into many small pieces. He's pretty quick with it here. Check it out, just a few seconds. And he removed everything perfectly. Wow. Oh my god, this is difficult. How can he do this so quick? Oh, this is more complicated than it looks.
Yeah, from the bottom, like that. Oh.
Oh, check it
that's a
out.
big one.
Here we go.
Kapag na.
Ah, only took me a few minutes, and he did probably 50 pieces in that time.
1,000 pieces of this.
Yeah.
350 pesos.
So you can, in theory, sell the juice from the coconut.
See that $3.50 for 1,000 pieces a day. They gotta peel a lot of coconuts. But those are the coconuts that I'm used to seeing, like that are brown on the outside and they're smaller and they're round. So we are gonna have to go over the different varieties of coconut because there is a lot and they grow in tropical areas all over the world. And this video is amazing though, and to see how much work has to go into the coconuts before they get to us as a consumer is just a sight to see.
Coconut, you can sell the meat from the coconut. And actually I would like to buy something for the workers in the field. Let's get one of these. Okay, one big Royal, Fanta, Sprite. Okay, we're leaving everything here.
Bye.
Enjoy, bye bye.
Yeah, so there y'all have it, foodie gang. And it looked like they do separate the meat from the brown pieces. I wonder what they do with all these coconut shells. Like all those shells. They probably processed that and they probably found a way to make those work as well. Dang, and one thing I noticed, she looks kind of young, right? It looks like that's the mom. That's the dad or the grandpa. So this looks like a family affair. This is like, when you're born into these places, you're probably they just know you're gonna be a coconut farmer. But yeah, it's they got the whole family out there peeling coconuts. The whole family out there peeling coconuts. But I wonder what they do with the shells, because they probably have figured out a way to use those as well. That was nice of him to buy the farmer something to show that he appreciates them. That was nice of him. Okay, so remember I was telling you guys about how I got the drinking coconut. Okay, so then I stumbled upon this video. This video is the reason why I never want to buy a drinking coconut again. And if I do, I have to cut it open to be able to see the whole coconut.
Growing coconuts for you guys, but definitely just something to be aware of because it can be dangerous to drink coconut water straight from a coconut that's not been opened up yet to check it. There's been cases where people have literally died from just taking one sip of bad coconut water, and this is why it's so bad. Now, this isn't every case, but sometimes you can get a coconut that looks like this on the inside, just full of mold. So if you get one like this and just shove a straw into it, you won't really know until you sip it, but that could be too late. Like in those couple incidents where people drank a sip of bad coconut water and one of them died within 17 hours, another died within 28 hours. That's because of the mold that grows inside called Arthridium saccharocola. This mold doesn't play games. Like the person that took a sip and ended up being unalive from it, they noticed that it tasted weird, so they opened up the coconut to find that it was molded inside. They didn't think too much of it, but an hour later, I guess that dude started feeling weird, getting fever, shakes, sweats, stuff like that. His wife came home and found him like on the floor, unresponsive, like kind of curled up in a weird position, having like muscle spasms. The mold was causing his brain to swell, his organs to shut down, like his liver and kidneys, and he ended up passing like 17 hours later. Now this is pretty rare, but it's definitely worth opening up your coconut, filtering out to water, and making sure that it's not rotten, because literally the dude only took one sip and that was it.
Okay, so one thing I can say about my drinking coconut, I know it was not rotten because I drank it a while ago and I am still here. So, remember how in the second video, they were explaining to us how the coconuts go bad really quickly. So they have to process them pretty quickly. And this was a coconut that wasn't processed in the right amount of time. Now, I'm going to play this video for us one more time and see if we missed anything.
Coconuts for you guys, but definitely just something to be aware of because it can be dangerous to drink coconut water straight from a coconut that's not been opened up yet to check it. There's been cases where people have literally died from just taking one sip of bad coconut water, and this is why it's so bad. Now, this isn't every case, but sometimes you can get a coconut that looks like this on the inside, just full of mold. So if you get one like this and just shove a straw into it, you won't really know until you sip it, but that could be too late. Like in those couple incidents where people drank a sip of bad coconut water and one of them died within 17 hours, another died within 28 hours. That's because of the mold that grows inside called Arthridium saccharocola. This mold doesn't play games. Like the person that took a sip and ended up being unalive from it, they noticed that it tasted weird, so they opened up the coconut to find that it was molded inside. They didn't think too much of it, but an hour later, I guess that dude started feeling weird, getting fever, shakes, sweats, stuff like that. His wife came home and found him like on the floor, unresponsive, like kind of curled up in a weird position, having like muscle spasms. The mold was causing his brain to swell, his organs to shut down, like his liver and kidneys, and he ended up passing like 17 hours later. Now this is pretty rare, but it's definitely worth opening up your coconut, filtering out to water, and making sure that it's not rotten, because literally the dude only took one sip and that was it.
Wow. Dang, one sip. He started to immediately feel symptoms. And see, this video is why I say, Foodie Gang, that I don't think I'm going to get any more drinking coconuts. I will buy the coconut water that's already in the container, because this is pretty scary. And one thing I will say was that coconut was really, really hard to open. And so I don't think I'm going to get any more of these. And it makes a lot of sense to what he's saying. When I went to Hawaii, that was my first time getting a drinking coconut, but it was better because it's like somebody else cut it, put the straw in. This one, I had to cut it open myself. So it was a big difference. It was a big difference. Okay. If you guys notice, Foodie Gang, all throughout the video, we have been seeing different coconuts. Some of them have been brown, some of them have been green, some of them have had like a fur on the outside. And I was saying that we were going to learn about different coconuts in a different live stream, but the curiosity was driving me crazy. So I have pulled up a video that is going to tell us about the different type of coconuts. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can support the show and keep the stove on at #Chefbigbank. I also drop pre-recorded content on 907 Goodies today, so please go watch it and leave a comment down below. So yes, y'all, I have pulled up a video about the different types of coconuts. And let me see, let me get these buttons right. Okay. This is coconut varieties, 15 different types of coconut trees that grow around the world. I did not realize that there are so many varieties, but there are a lot of varieties of a lot of different things, a lot of different fruits and vegetables. We are just used to seeing the popular ones. So, but there's more varieties. Let's get into it. Okay, there. So there y'all have it. That is 15 different varieties from all over the world. Randy asked a really good question. She said, how long does it take for a coconut to grow? So in the second video, they stated that it takes 6 years for a coconut tree to mature and start producing coconuts. After the 6 years, coconuts are produced every month and a half. So it takes a coconut about a month and a half to grow. And then after that month and a half, they are ready to harvest the coconuts. So as you guys can see, the coconut industry can earn a lot of money and is in high demand. Randy said, wow, that's amazing. Yes, I never realized that there were so many different types of coconuts. I had no idea that coconut trees were so tall. I did not realize that. I didn't realize that somebody had to climb to the top of the coconut tree, knock the coconut down. I just didn't know all this stuff. So, I had to, of course, share it with you, Foodie Gang. And one thing I didn't realize was that there were so many different types of coconuts. So yeah, there y'all have it. Coconuts are a hot commodity, especially if you're baking or if you're into health. Coconuts right now is very, very popular. And like the avocado industry, you see coconut in a lot of products. And a lot of products are made from coconuts, which makes coconuts have a really big demand. And like anything that we see that has a big demand, the supply has to keep up. And sometimes when the supply has to keep up, that may mean that the farmers are exploited, they are underpaid, they are overworked, their rights are not upheld. The fact that that guy was climbing that tree and getting $5 a day, now Foodie Gang, could that ever happen in America? Could that ever happen here? And like I showed you guys with the ugly truth about the chocolate, the avocado industry, the coconut industry, is we are very fortunate to be the consumers and not the farmers. Very fortunate, because if we were the farmers, we wouldn't even have time to complain, Foodie Gang. People wouldn't have time to complain. They wouldn't have time to cry. They wouldn't be able to just quit and go get a job somewhere else. as you guys can see, the whole family was coconut farmers. The whole family. And so that means that you're kind of born into it, is what it was looking like. So, Foodie Gang, I just wanted to share all this information with you guys so we are aware of we are aware of the foods that we eat. We are aware of everything that's going on in the world. It's very easy as the consumers to not think about where it comes from, how it is grown, what does it take to get to our plate. What does it take to get to our plate? What do the people have to go through that live in that area to be able to produce coconuts, to be able to produce avocados, to be able to produce cacao? Randy said, thank you all for the knowledge you're dropping. Yes, Randy, it is so easy to get distracted by other things. And then there's just so much that's going on with the food that the Foodie Gang investigative team will be here to report on these topics and bring you guys the knowledge so that you are aware of what you're eating, what you're putting into your body, and the story behind food. And one thing I would say about having this platform now is I feel like I'm like a journalist. I'm like a food journalist. And now that I've started researching all this food and learning all these new things, I feel like it's changing the way I eat, the way I see the world. And one thing it has also done, it has made me very grateful and very glad. And I don't know about y'all, but we all know somebody who could be a little bit more grateful. Tell them this. Tell them to hit the like button and subscribe to 907 Good Eats. And if they watch these videos with the cacao farmers, the avocado industry, the fast food prices going up, crime in fast food, how restaurants are closing down, how the coconut farmers are having to risk their lives for $5 a day, I bet you they would be real grateful. And that's what we need to be. We need to be blessed that we are the consumers, not the farmers. And don't worry, Foodie Gang, because y'all have Chefbigbank now. I'm gonna be here to report on these topics, to report on the food. If y'all hear about any lawsuits or anything going on with food, reach out to me, Foodie Gang, on my social media platforms and let me know what story you hear about Foodie Gang investigative team. And let me tell you this, you may not see your content immediately because I got a long list. I got a long list of food stories that I got to get to the bottom of. But your idea will be added to the lineup. Randy said, please let me know how the shrimp turned out. Yes, y'all. Okay. So let me tell y'all about what is coming up this week and next week. And follow me on all my social media platforms. You can support the channel, keep the stove on, and money sign Chefbigbank. So, one of the episodes that I did, hold on, let me go back and let me look at which episode it was and which number. Okay. So, Foodie Gang, crime in fast food. We talked about the correlation between crime and fast food. Towards the end of that live stream, I was playing for you guys how the gentleman got arrested at McDonald's because he complained and called the police because his fries were cold. Okay. I don't know. I never did that before. I never called the police because my fries were cold. What he did not disclose was that he had a warrant out for his arrest. And so there you have it. He was arrested in the parking lot of McDonald's. And then I let you guys know that we are going to finish that video in another live stream. What's going on? The Drip Show. What's going on? What's going on? We're just talking about deadly coconuts. And it was crazy. So, okay, so we're at the end of that live stream. We're watching the videos on how people were getting arrested over food. And I told you guys we were going to finish that in another live stream. I don't think I'm going to go live on Thursday. I think I'm going to take the day off and kind of wrap up and everything. Friday or this weekend, I will be coming back and we are going to be talking about the world. Hold on. Let me just pull up the video so I can make sure I'm getting the name right. Drip Show. So what's going on? What's going on? What you been doing in these streets? Okay. So the world's wildest food arrest is going to be my next live stream, and we're going to go over that. Now, I don't know what be going on with these people because you just grab your food and get up out of there. But these people got arrested over food. So we're going to be talking about the world's wildest food arrest. I also have some interviews that I'm in the process of setting up. And I am really, really excited. The Drip Show said, cool, sliding by, showing love. Thank you so much, Drip. Thank you so much. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Drip Show. Turn on the notification bell. Okay, so the interviews I have that I'm working on setting up. We are going to be talking about African street food. I'm really excited about that. And I think I didn't even want to tell y'all too many of the details because I'm going to make sure that I can set this interview up. What I want to do is I want to get an African street food vendor up for an interview on 907 Goodies so that we can talk about African street food. Because we always see, these elaborate videos on social media where they're like making this food on the street and it looks so good, right? So what if we can get one of the vendors up here for an interview from Africa? I know. I could be doing too much, but we're going to see. So I'm working on that. Randy said, "Did you get the video I sent earlier? It was about McDonald's." Randy got it out from McDonald's because she ain't never got nothing good to say about McDonald's. And so, Randy, it has been a busy day for me, but I did get the video. And you know what's crazy, Randy? When you sent me that video, I had just saw that on YouTube, and I think that we're going to have to cover that story. So, it's a Texas woman shoots at McDonald's employees for not getting her breakfast. But I saw that right before you sent it to me. And that goes right into what I was saying about the crime in fast food and the world's wildest food arrests. So, Randy, we're going to have to put this video into the queue, and we're going to have to break this down, and I'm going to get on my Foodie Gang investigative team, and I'm going to look into the story, and I'm going to look into whether she was arrested or not. Randy said that lady wasn't insane. Look, y'all, Foodie Gang, I don't know why people don't just get their food and ride them. These people out here, they get their food and they busting back. Like, what at McDonald's made you so mad that you had to shoot people allegedly? Like, I don't get it. And then if y'all was rocking with me in season 1 when I was doing my reaction videos, I talked about the Waffle House. I talked about Wendy's. Now, if y'all know about the Waffle House, it be going down. And so I don't know why these people can't just get their food and ride on, why they got to bust back, throw chairs, hit people, spit on people. I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to be right here to tell y'all about it. So, yes. Oh, Randy, you're right. Randy said jumping through the drive-through window. Y'all, that's exactly why I say this. Let me put it up here. Hit the like button and subscribe to 907 Goodies Foodie Gang. Learn how to cook. It's getting real out here. It's getting real out here. You got to be careful if you decide to go out to eat. And we already talked about the Foodie Gang. Everybody does not wash their hands and does not clean their kitchen like that. We talked about it, Foodie Gang. And y'all think I be up here just saying stuff. I'm trying to help people and make y'all aware of what is going on with the food. But not everybody cleans their kitchens. Not everybody does the proper things. And that's going to bring me to my next topic. The robots are coming. The robots are coming. Let me tell you why. Randy, go ahead and tell them why the robots is coming. And look, Foodie Gang, y'all need to listen to me. I am forecasting the future. The robots are coming. Y'all better stop boycotting and y'all better get to work. And Randy, if y'all been rocking with me and Randy, y'all know Randy is looking forward to them robots because people are nasty. And we haven't really gotten into sanitation too much in season 2 because we're only 13 episodes in. Check out season 1. We talked about dirty kitchens. We talked about kitchens being on fire. We talked about health hazards. We talked about all that, Foodie Gang. We talked, and I told y'all the robots is coming, man. it's at this point, it's inevitable. Randy said people don't listen to the customers. And look, there is so many brawls and fist fights inside of casual dining, fast dining, and fast food. I don't know why y'all can't get y'all food and get up out of here. Robots don't fight people. Okay, so the future of Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. We're going to talk about the African street food. We're going to talk about the world's wildest food arrests. We're going to talk about robots replacing humans in the kitchen. We're going to talk about mangoes. We are going to also talk about tilapia. That's a very, very important topic. So I have a couple of topics that we are going to go over. I don't have to worry about the cashiers pulling out my hair. So we are going to go to another commercial break. And then when I get back, I'm going to continue giving you guys updates. And I'm going to begin to close out the show, Foodie Gang. And y'all stay tuned. And I'll see y'all back here after this message. Hey, Foodie Gang, welcome back. And that was my spaghetti. If you guys know, spaghetti is one of my favorite pastas. And Randy said that spaghetti looks good. Yes, that spaghetti is delicious. And it is my favorite food. So that was the majority of the show that I talked to y'all about. Let me just give y'all a brief rundown of everything that we just watched, kind of sum it up for you guys. So we have deadly coconuts. The reason why coconuts are referred to as deadly is because when you are climbing the 6 foot, 8 foot coconut tree, you can fall down and really hurt yourself. Also, when you are peeling the coconut, that is another way you can hurt yourself. And if you are drinking coconut, there can be mold in the coconut. So you have to be careful. You have to make sure that you open it. And as you guys saw, the one dude lost his life after one sip of the coconut. Hey, Genesis 1G03P sliding through. She said 907 goodies, mods, chat. Hey, everybody. Hey, Genesis, how are you doing today? Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to her channel. She's a newer content creator, just figuring it out. Got her show going on the road. So yes, deadly coconuts. And yes, so if you drink a bad coconut, it can be deadly. If you fall from a coconut tree, it can be deadly. If you cut yourself trying to peel one of the coconuts, it can also be deadly. Also, coconut farmers do not make a lot of money. They make about $5 per day. Even though in 1 year, the coconut industry generates $800 million. So you ask yourself, is it worth it? But one thing I would say as the consumers, we either all got to boycott together, or we just, it's just good to know this stuff and to be aware of what is going on in other parts of the world. Make sure you guys check out my live stream on the ugly truth of the chocolate industry, or the ugly truth of cacao. Also, how the cartel corrupted the avocado trade. And we also have the banana wars. Just to name a few, check out those pieces of content. Genesis said, I'm good. I'm doing good. It's been a good day. I just wanted to make sure I go live today, let you guys know about my pre-recorded content that came out on my channel today. I also wanted to give you guys an update of what to look forward to on Kitchen Talk with Chefbigbank. We got the world's wildest food arrest. I have some interviews that I am in the process of setting up. We also have the mango live stream. So I'm going to teach you all about mangoes. We're going to talk about tilapia, and we're going to talk about how the robots are taking over. So y'all stay tuned, as always, to support this channel and keep the stove on. It is money sign Chef Big Bank. And make sure that you follow me on all my social media platforms listed down below. And subscribe to Ava's Playtime, a channel made for kids. Join my group on Facebook at Chef Big Bank Foodie Gang fan page, and shop the Foodie Gang store. And I think that was all of my announcements and all of my topics that I had to go over today. And we got the National Foodie Gang Pasta Contest. Make sure y'all submit your entries so you can be a winner. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, Foodie Gang. Make sure y'all drinking water. Genesis 1 said, "Oh Lord, everything they killing us. Now the robots." Yes, Genesis. I feel like the robots are coming, and I have wanted to do a live stream on that since season 1. Because the robots are coming is a very important piece to how this is kind of all lining up. You guys already see it. The restaurants are starting to close down. The price of fast food is going up. There's crime and fast food going on. There's the world's wildest food arrest. There's the boycotts. We saw that with the Waffle House. Y'all, it's all headed to the robots. Allegedly. Randy said, I want some of that spaghetti. Yes, y'all. I like spaghetti. It's one of my favorites. Make sure y'all submit y'all pasta entries to the photo album. Join the contest. Be entered into the competition to win. It is a free Foodie Gang t-shirt. a $20 gift card, and the opportunity to be interviewed on 907 Get Eats. But you can opt out of the YouTube interview if you do not wish to have one. It is totally up to you. A recipe is welcome but not required. And thank you, Randy. Randy said, great show. And I will see y'all later on. Make sure y'all leave a comment on the video after this live stream ends. If you want to make great live streams like this, you can use my referral code in the description of this video. Randy said, can we buy liquor with the gift card? That is a good question. It all depends on the type of gift card I get. If I get a Visa gift card, I believe you can. I believe so, Randy. So I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes with that one. Genesis 1G03P said, have a great evening, everybody. Yes. And y'all stay out of trouble up in these streets. Ain't no reason to be fighting. Supposed to be eating and being happy. All right. Thank you so much, Foodie Gang, for tuning in, for keeping the chat going, always supporting and rocking with me the whole time. And I hope that everyone learned something. And I'll see y'all next time. I'm your host, Chef Big Bank, and I'm out. Foodie Gang, gang, gang.
Food gang, gang, gang.
Foodie gang, 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 gang. Foodie gang, 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 gang.
Foodie gang, gang, gang. This is Chef Big Bank. Thank you so much for watching at 907 Good Eats. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday at 9 a.m. I'm out.